Guys, welcome to the last session of the isometric drawing. I hope that you guys enjoyed the previous videos. Please note that I always do it in both languages, so I do a part in Afrikaans and a part in English. So this one I'm going to start off in English and then I'm just going to cross over to Afrikaans. Guys, you'll see at the back here there's a part of the drawing which could be difficult for some people to draw. Now, one of the things that I didn't mention in my earlier videos is one of the things that we do in the isometric drawings, we always try and put whatever we draw in a big box if possible. Okay. Now the thing about that is that helps us to eliminate problems when you run into like a cul-de-sac or a dead-end corner. You don't know what to do next. You can always start your drawing at another point if you've got a full block. If you don't have a full block, well, then you have got a problem. Okay, and this also eliminates mistakes that you make. We always mark this with the mistake. So if you made, for instance, a measurement mistake on the length, you'll get penalized once for it, and then we measure again, we move the memo and we mark until we get another measurement mistake. Okay, so guys, quickly I want to get the back. Now the first thing I want to focus on this second half of the drawing. Now guys, to be able to do this, it's very simple to quickly note that these two lines are actually in line with one another. So if you want to get the full length of this drawing, it's going to be 136 plus the 58. If your maths are not that good or your calculation, please use a calculator. Use anything that would make sure that you actually do this accurately. You can also see the same thing over there. So if you cannot find a measurement in one view, please know that it will be in the view next to it. Okay, so you're going to take 136, you're going to add the 58 to it. That is going to give you your total length of your drawing. Okay, which we can quickly work out. I don't have a calculator on me now, but it's 136 plus 58. So you can quickly do the maths. So it looks like 194, if I'm not mistaken, 194 millimeters. And simply put, then, is that the total length of my drawing will be 194. Okay. The second thing that I'm going to look at is the total height of my drawing. Now I can clearly see that the total height is 75 millimeters. They give that to me very easily. If I look at the depth of the drawing, you guys will note that it's 80 millimeters, the total depth. I'm not talking about the 60 over here. I'm talking about the whole depth. So that would mean that this part is 20 millimeters. Now we can quickly check that out, and you guys will see that is in fact 20. You guys will also pick up this is the 45 that they mentioned earlier. So guys, we can see there's a little bit of a hidden line in there. It is only the depth of the drawing, which is already indicated as 9, as you guys can see here. You'll see also in this top view, you'll see that there's lines running there. That means there is a change in the height. Now, always important to note that, and then you need to go and check what is that change there. Now we can see that there's a change in height there. Okay, so guys, that is what is going on here. You can see that we are going from a flat level to a higher level, and it then goes into a slant, which you guys can notice here. So that line over there is the slant that you guys see over there. Okay, and then guys, just basically what happens further here is simply if I want to do the whole drawing, I'm going to have to measure out the 194. I'm going to try and give you guys the full block. I'm going to line this up on my given lines. So I'm going to draw a little construction line straight through there. I'm going to draw a construction line to this side of my drawing. Okay, I'm going to make a vertical line on my drawing over here. Now if I work accurately, I should get the full box. Now 194, let's see if we can quickly get that. So I'm going to work on this. So there is 190, and always important, get your head over your ruler so that you can clearly see what's going on. It's a little bit unclear here to see. There's 190, 191, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, 194 is over there. so I can go straight up from there. My total depth is, of course, we mentioned 80 millimeters. So if I simply go and draw this line up, I didn't check if it's on my line, so I'm just going to quickly check that. Right, we can go up there. You guys can see that it actually makes a difference. I'm going to go up from this point. Okay, and the same height that I have right across the drawing should be visible on all the sides. So you can actually only measure it once. The total height in this case being 80 millimeters. The total height equaling 75. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to measure on this first line 75. I measured off once and I just draw my line 30 degrees to the one side. I draw my line 30 degrees to this side. Guys, you can extend that line simply. I'm just going to move my ruler up and I'm going to place it once again on the given lines. Just going to extend this line straight through. And you guys can clearly see if I'm just going to move up here to save some time. I'm just going to do that. Can you guys see that I actually am exactly on that back line? You can see a slight difference there. The reason for that is that I'm working on a memo that's computer printed. It might be slightly skew. But if I work, you guys can see that it is in fact in line. There I find the back part of my drawing. Now the reason we did all of this is, let's say I had a problem over here. I couldn't figure this part out, but I had that back corner there, which is this part. Then I could work from that back corner and I could start drawing this part of the drawing. In other words, getting more marks for myself. Okay, guys, just the other thing to note is make sure of this depth, this part on the inside that we see. And yeah, that's it, guys. I think this should be able to give you more than enough info to be able to do this drawing with confidence. Like I said, work through all of the steps, werk deur al die stappe, gaan kyk wat het ek gedoen, gaan kyk hoe het ek hierdie boksie gekry en dan sal jy geen probleme hê nie. En ja, baie dankie dat julle geluister het. Ek hoop julle het 'n fantastiese dag verder. As jy enige probleme het, laat weet my gerus, of as jy vashak ergens, pause die video, gaan 'n bietjie terug en maak seker dat jy begin kyk by video 1. Ok, ek hoop julle het 'n lekker dag verder en baie sterkte.